So this product I'm really excited about. This is the second time, well, this is the third Doxie I've purchased. This is actually the first one I purchased, which was, I think this was called the Doxie 1. I forget the name of it. It's really old. It's a few years old, you know, 5, 6 years old or older. I scan every single document I receive. Now, the reason I do that is it started off with something that happened to me about a decade ago. I had a motorcycle accident coming home from work, and make a long story short, I ended up breaking my hand and almost breaking my ankle. I was stuck with my injuries on the couch for 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks of watching TV, I got really bored and had nothing to do. So I decided to do something I have always planned, which was to scan all the documents I had in my file cabinet, 4 drawers full. So I scanned every single piece of document I had, which ended up being, I believe, about 6 bags full of shredded documents. Big bags. I think they were, you know, I don't know, 20-gallon bags. They're still big bags. And from there on, I've never, I scan everything that comes in. That way I have everything documented. That goes for my pictures, everything. So I use this on the go, literally. I take this with me when I'm traveling or whatever. I have a receipt, I just scan it. I love having it with me. So what happened was this one went bad. I get a black streak somewhere here. I try cleaning it, blowing it out, everything. And I just, what I read on the internet, it just happens. So I ended up purchasing a second Doxie that had come out. I forget which one it was. It was about 2-3 years ago. And it was a plug-in version. I want a battery-powered one. So you see those lights right there? This one's the same way. Green is 300 DPI and red is 600 DPI. And I think red is so that you can also do OCR. So I still use it on documents that I don't find important, but I don't use it as often. I actually use a plugged-in one. So like I said, I purchased the one that I thought it was battery powered, but it turned out it had to be, you didn't need a computer, but you needed power. I didn't like that. So from the old one, I'm going to this one, which is I'm really happy about. This is supposed to be battery powered. I forget how many days it's supposed to have. This is the box itself. And again, it does the same thing. It scans it in JPEG format, and it converts it, the software, which I love, the Doxie software, because it gives you a large thumbnail of the document, so you can kind of see, and I believe you can zoom in and out, and that way you can save it under that name, or say, you know, you could actually write underneath it and name it, because I name everything I receive, you know, all the documents, so I can keep count of them, because if you start naming everything document 1, document 2, forget about it. So the reason I like these scanners, this is the model number, is I had my wife used for a long time, I forget which one. It was a scanner that what it did was it had its own software. So you would tie to the software. I don't like scanners like that. I just want to be able to scan it into PDF and then use whatever PDF reader or writer to work with the document. I don't want to be tied to software. And a lot of those fast scanners are tied to software. So, okay. Yeah, little piece came out. All right, so I'm going to charge it up, try it out. I got a few documents I need to scan. This is all the information that comes with the scanner. I'll have this at the end. I wish they gave the carrier for free, but that cost $25. Let's see what this is. The actual scanner itself. The charging cable. It's a micro USB, which they had USB-C, but it's micro USB, and it comes with an 8 gig drive, which I will be replacing with a 32 gig. Now, according to what I read online, only takes up to 32 gigs. And you can put, I believe, a USB. Let's open it up. is the SD card and the charger, and I have no idea what that is. I guess I'll see it in the instruction. What's that for? Is this is the battery. All right, so I'll be taking this out so that it can charge. Let me get a close-up of the battery so that if you need a replacement, you can get one. If I need it, I can get one if I lose this battery. The other one doesn't have any access to the battery, so that's pretty cool because that means the battery could be, all these little things could be swapped out when it goes bad. Okay, this is the knob for the size of the document. Let me take this out. Slide it in here. It's face up, yep, face up scanning. The new scanner is larger than the old one. The actual insert a little bit larger too, the new one. So it's I can put wider papers. Very little. It's not that much of a difference, maybe half an inch or something. So that's the old one in the front, the new one in the back. The old one was about 10.5 inches. The new one is 12 inches. The widest part is a little bit over 2 inches. And the height, whatever you can see on the camera. And this is everything that comes inside the box, except for the so this is everything that comes inside the box. The SD card, 8 gigs. I heard that that's more than enough, but I like to have more than I need than need any more. And that's everything that comes inside. I'm going to charge it up and I'll let you know. Just to let you know, I love this one. It just scans well. I love it. No complaints. I take it with me. So this must be the battery compartment. I've never accessed. As I see the little line out here. And this still works and it still charges. And I love Doxie as a scanner for documents. And I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this working exactly the way the old one did. I don't know how I guess the button will be here. So that'll be the light up light. Okay, you know what, let me measure. I like to take measurements of everything. Sometimes people need ideas of the size of everything that comes inside the box. So micro USB cable is going to be about 42.5 inches. Okay, let's get it charging, see how well it works. So let me put it to charge. I'm using my own this is a mini USB, sorry. Let me plug it into this is a 40 port USB charger. I did a video on that already. All right, let's plug this in. good. Anything happening? So I left it charging. I see no lights come on or nothing. So I'm assuming it's charging. I'll leave it there for a couple of hours and then I'll try it out. So after figuring out that I put the battery in wrong, I finally put it in the correct way. And as you can see, it's now charging. The little light comes on, which is good. And I'll leave it for a couple of hours to charge. I left it charging overnight, so it should be fully charged now. Okay, it's my first time use of the item at the Doxie. It's got a smooth plasticky feel to it. Let's turn it on. It's green. I think if I press it again, it's red. So that's the 600 for OCR. Green, red, and then you hold it to turn it off. You hold it to turn it off. Yep. Just hold it to turn it on. Red, green. I'll leave it on red. So let me scan these pages. I think I just feed it in. Okay, that's one. The second one. So this is at 600. So the speed's gonna be a little bit slower. Let's try it at 300. So it's green now. It should be a lot faster, which is what I'm going to be doing mostly, 300. Yep, much faster. I'm doing these two different sheets because this is more of for pictures. And this is just a regular document. Try it again. All right, let's see how it looks on the computer.